What's up, everybody? This is Jay, and this video is about Where's Kiesha? Now, the Shy episode 1 ended with Kiesha missing on the bus stop. Now, she's been wilding out, a lot's been going on. We're gonna get into that, but before we do, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and bang that bell. It doesn't cost you anything, and it's great help to me. And if you like the video, hit that like, and let's get into it now. The Shy, we knew in season 1 and season 2 that Kiesha was fast. I mean, the very first time we saw her, she was getting poked and then pushed under the bed by Emmett. So why is she running late to her own mama's wedding? What was she doing? That was interesting. And why did she not have a good relationship with Drea? I mean, it seemed that Drea was trying to be nice and trying to reach out, but for whatever reason, Kiesha don't like her. And then how do the aunties know that Kiesha was fast and messing around with an older man? How did that get out like that? Now, one of the things that was really shocking and surprising that they put in the show but was real was when she was talking to Emmett and he was saying, you need to do good and get out of there. You got the scholarship. And she was saying, I'm afraid to go away and this and that, which is understandable in a new situation. But he said, you stay here, you'll end up pregnant and working at CVS. And she said, what's wrong with that? And not to diss anybody that's working these type of jobs, but when people are even doing that, they would rather be doing something else. I mean, if you got a better opportunity to better yourself, always take it. And it is interesting to see that how her and Kevin are bonding. She was saying how y'all getting drunk without me. She tried to cover up the liquor, and then they had a little plan on how they gonna do their thing when the parents, they moms, is on their honeymoon. Now, when moms gave her that money, she said, give it to Emmett and don't do anything else. She has a reputation of basically being a bust down. She done graduated from being a hood mouse to a full-blown hood rat. Even Jake said, I see you, Kiesha, when you got little boys ready to take you down. Something ain't right. She walking around with her tickle bitties out, putting together a plan on how she can be all night with some dude, with her brother. Now, when she went to give Emmett that money, she didn't even bother to button up her tickle bitties. And even his woman said, you can't be coming around here dressed like that. Now, even though she wasn't there for Emmett, that's rude and disrespectful. Now, at the bus stop, who is she texting? Said, hey, got caught up. Crossing town now. Be there soon. And then said, ninja, soon means soon. If you ain't coming to get me, then I'll get there when I get there. And then they say, there you go, always popping off. Who is Nuck? Do not ruin this weekend before it starts, Nuck. Now, who is she talking to? Here comes drunk Ronnie. Hey, that tickle bitty, what's going on? But she was scared, and that's because she's dressed inappropriate in the middle of the night on the bus stop. Now, Ronnie is not a criminal. As bad and things as he's done, we haven't seen him do anything criminal other than killing Coogie, which is bad, don't get me wrong, but he was a revenge killing. Now, you can see the bus approaching. The bus driver coming. He looked like a young Cedric the Entertainer. From his view, he should have been able to see if any commotion or anything taking place. He pulls up in front of the bus, stops, looks. He sees some stuff there. But normally, that's not normal behavior for a bus driver, especially in Chicago. If nobody's at the bus stop, they're going to keep it moving. Why would he stop, open the door, looking, and then decide to pull off? Now, we later saw Kiesha's phone there, broke. Kev was trying to text her. It's around 11:19 at night. Now, here's the thing. Why the hell she ain't got an Uber or a Lyft? Why is she taking a bus half naked in the middle of the night? That's not making any sense to me. The other thing is the bus driver. Who is she texting? Some people have a theory she was texting the bus driver because of how he stopped and looked for her. And they said that they were on their way. I don't know. If it was the bus driver, he would have at least got off and looked around after he saw all of those articles of clothing and things sitting there and looking out of place. So he didn't. He just pulled off. Now, it wasn't anybody on the bus. So that is weird for him to stop and look. Now, if she was meeting up with that older guy, why is he not paying for a Lyft or an Uber? Why is he making her ride the bus? She had money. Her mom gave her money. What, they don't have debit credit cards? I don't understand. Why is she even in this situation? And also, they tried to put Ronnie there, But most TV shows and things do that to try to throw a okey doke monkey wrench, make you fall for the obvious when, of course, it's not going to be that. But nobody else was around. So how could she have gotten in commotion that fast? Ronnie would have heard it. He was just a few steps away. So even if he wasn't a part of it, he would have heard it and should have been able to do something or act or react. So what happened in that short amount of time? Also, it's not common for people to get kidnapped or raped, but it does happen. It may be more common now. I'm not as familiar and lately in these last few years, I admit. So I don't understand what could have happened. Where did she go? Plus, she left her phone. That's not common either. Most people will hold on to their phone as long as possible to try to call for help or do anything. So that phone was still there, which is another indication of what's going on. And also, how does the aunties and everybody know that she messing with this older man, but her mama don't? How do all of these people know her business? And how does she have that reputation? I don't know how they knew about the older dude. That's that she's out there. She's putting herself in bad situations, and she's a smart girl, and she's choosing not to probably go to college to stay and be in these situations. And it's unfortunate. Sometimes people get comfortable with the devil they know, and instead of going to probably meet a possible angel, but because they don't know, they stay with the situation they know. And I hope that she's able to break out of that. And last, I want to say, is she dead? I think that she might be dead, to be honest. I hope not. But the way that they've been showing all of the materials and talking about how her role is going to be and this and that, I think that she may be dead. And that the way that they may play out the season is us trying to work backwards to see who killed her or how she got in that situation, how she was living her life. We see that it's going to be somebody's body they're going to find in the grass. And so maybe that's Kiesha they find dead. Maybe we're going to have to figure out who killed her. How did she get in that situation, and how was she living her life before that happened? Maybe we'll see why she was running late to her own mother's wedding. It had to be something. So my prediction and my theory is that Kiesha is dead, and that we're going to figure out who did it. I'm thinking that maybe that older dude may have done it, or some random person, because it doesn't make any sense, and it happened in too short a period of time for that to happen. And Ronnie doing something like that, I think that because she was a track runner, she could have got away from Ronnie and ran, and his drug, hey, hold up, hey, oh, you fast, I can't keep up with your ass. I'm gonna need to take some extra syrup for support. But I think she could have got away from Ronnie. He didn't have a weapon, a knife, or a gun or anything. All he could have did was try to strong arm her, and plus he already walked past her. So if she saw him turn around and come back towards her, then maybe she would have broke out running. So maybe that's the only thing that maybe could have happened, that somebody was coming. I don't think it's Ronnie, but maybe somebody, and she broke out running in a hurry. But I don't know. We'll see. I think that she's missing and will be found dead. It's unfortunate, and I think we're going to have to figure out what happened. It's been a theme in a lot of these black shows lately. It seems that there's been a lack of creativity. They did it with Power, and we had to figure out who killed Ghost. And they did it with Empire, where we were supposed to figure out who killed Lucius and Cookie. Maybe they'll do it again with The Shy, and we'll have to figure out who killed Kiesha and what happened to her. But I hope that that's not the case. It would be interesting to see her character develop and go on to do bigger and better things. But that is some of the unfortunate things that happens in The Shy, is that we do lose a lot of good ones, and the bad ones somehow keep going. they just keep seeing another day. And a lot of people that are trying to do positive things and good in the world sometimes get snuffed out, and it's very unfortunate, but that is one of the realities of growing up and living in the Shy. And so it will be interesting to see how that all turns out. I'm interested in your comments. Let me know, is Kiesha alive or dead? I'm gonna put up a poll, you guys vote. Let me know, is she dead, alive, what's going on? I want to give a special thanks to everybody that's been supporting me through Super Chat on my live shows every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I really appreciate all of you guys. You've been a huge support. And I want to give an extra special thanks to all of my Patreon family members. You guys have been holding me down for a couple years now, and you guys have been amazing. And I thank you all for your support. I want to thank everybody that's watching the video, to listen to the podcast, follow me on social media. I wouldn't be here without you. Peace, and I'll see you on the next episode. I'm out.